Time goes by so fast when you listen to Sonic. Well, hello, and welcome to a thing, which is simply art. As people may know, we went through all of La Mulana, not in one go or anything, but after a long period of time, we finally got through the entire game. Excluding the tower, which maybe we'll go back to that? I don't know. It seems way too fishy for us to just dive right in. The only thing I see there is a wall. But regardless, this is just a casual stream of yapping and drawing a thing. We're about to get rid of our death counter. We have not died here, nor will we. So, the biggest thing here is I am also going on a 2000 by 2000 board. And I've never done that one before, so I'm going to have to use a bigger pen. Is that too big? That feels too small. So 10 will do. That's my name. So the pen works. Yay. But do I remember how to draw? No. The answer to that is absolutely no. It's been a while. Not super long, obviously. I drew the slash thing a little bit ago, but... But I haven't drawn much of anything else after that. Alright, maybe these will get a little too small. Or a little too loud. I went with Sonic songs because they're good. Pretty much. I guess this will also be a game of guess the meme, because there's a meme and you've got to guess what it is. Problem is, I don't have a good frame of reference for this guy. No problem, Griffey, but also hello. Hope you're having a good time at work. Can someone guess the meme before Griffey gets back? Oh, I'm still on... Can't see my layers, but I was on the wrong layer. It should not be hard to guess this one. It's pretty simple. If I can actually draw any of it. Just trying to draw the basic draft. But I always look at that and I'm like, I don't like it. But I need to draw the actual shapes before we get into anything. So that's all it is. Don't judge me. It kind of like curves in like this and curves up. My other problem is I always try to copy it, and I don't need to copy it. I just need to just do it. Just do it. This one's like a straight line too. But what to talk about? Honestly, I kind of went through all of our things we could talk about while playing La Mulana, like all the gaming stuff coming up. Although, Steam is having another Steam Fest going on, which is pretty nice. I glanced through a couple of the demos, like, maybe we could do that today. Then I saw one that was like... What was it? Yeah, here it is. Fourth on the most popular list. Truck-kun is supporting me from another world? Question mark, exclamation point? And it looks like you play as a truck. Killing people, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to tell from the tiny screenshots. No, wait, yeah, here it is. Run over pedestrians as Truck-kun, make deliveries, and defeat the skeleton, ... Needless to say, it didn't sound terrible. But I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll have to like go through these demos later and figure out what is what. The other thing is with this one, I have to actually consider I'm not drawing the character that I'm looking at. I'm drawing the other character that I'm looking at. I'm staring at two characters at this time. So I gotta remember that the character I am drawing is different from the one that is actually there. Because the character I am drawing has a massive head. The point that I could probably use an eclipse for it. Yeah, that's probably good. We'll deal with the arm shape later. Does he really have a neck? It's very tiny, so... And then that will just go up there. And what kind of hands does he have? I have purposely not drawn hands for a fairly long time. Because hands are difficult. I don't know why. Does anyone know why? Probably. There probably has been some study of, like, why do people always have trouble drawing hands until they do it, like, for 75 hours a day? And then they're like, okay at doing it still. It's still not great. So you can still look at some hands and be like, is that a hand though? See, I want to be able to draw like a cartoonist. But I'm bad. The worst. See, like, I guess that's a hand. But it also could be like a mangled starfish. On the other hand, it's kind of it's kind of what I'm looking at. So, and it's just a draft, really. Don't be too upset. You're just drawing the general location of things right now. So it does not matter too much, and my pen stopped working for a second. Alarming. It would suck if this stream ended with, oh, sorry guys, my pen's dead. It's always in the charger, which maybe is a bad thing. I don't know. It's kind of, that's an okay hand. Okay. If Griffey were here, I'd ask if she knew what this meme was. Now what do I do with that part? I guess for starters, we are done with the body draft. Or the body location draft. That part will be difficult because you don't have a nose, do you? Just realized why everything sounds so loud to me. My thing was at 40. Hello, OP. Hope you're having a good day. Say they look like fine for Muppet hands. It's a funny thing you say that. It might be related. Sorry for Kermit hands, we realize how unsettling his hands actually are. His hands are... You don't want to pay attention to Kermit's hands. You are always looking at his face and his expressions. That's the life of Kermit. But hello. Hope you're having a good day. So we're gonna draw the body extras right now, I guess. Which is something I didn't actually look at with this character. I'm not telling you what character it is, but I didn't notice that they had these on them. It's weird for me, because we've spent a lot of time looking at that character. I am drawing a thing and also having you guess what this is. Before... Well, I was gonna say before Griffey gets back, but... We'll see how that goes. Let's see... Like, I can't say I noticed that they had these little pouches, or a belt. I guess I might have noticed the belt. Is this the correct angle, though? We'll draw it and see what happens. See if it looks good, that's what matters, right? What are you up to, OP? Anything fun? I haven't done much of anything except help a deranged OCD person move things in their kitchen. I say that in jest, they're not deranged, but they did have the gall to tell me that they weren't OCD while very slowly putting down little, like, plastic forks and knives into a little drawer in, like, very particular ways. And when I was helping them move a little table, they were like, no, you gotta move this thing over here. Oh, closer to the sink or whatever that it was sitting in front of. And they're like, no, it's better if you use your hands. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm pushing it up against the wall. I can't go any closer. Then they leaned over and pulled it like 2 centimeters to the left. It's like, oh my god. What am I supposed to do? I have no idea that you were trying to move it to the left. You said move it closer. Monitoring some work things. Need to help clean the apartment a bit. Some maintenance happening this week. Sounds interesting. I don't know how to do this. I do know that this needs to go. There we go. That'll probably help me figure this out. I still don't understand drawing or anything. I can make lines a little better, but that's about it. Hello, V-Slane. Hope you're having a good day. And no, this is not a Muppet Batman. Although, you might be just a letter off. Oh, whoops. I realized I was on that one. Wait, of course I'm on that one. What am I talking about? I'm just drawing a thing today, Reslaying. Nothing really exciting happening. And I guess kind of playing guess the meme, guess the character. If you guess the character from this, I'd be surprised. It is a cat. I will tell you that it is a cat. Now you might be able to guess it. Looks terrible. Correct! It is Morgana. Or, you know, it's going to be Morgana eventually. Eventually, it will be Morgana. Right now, it is just a mass of lines and shapes. I know you could argue is also Morgana, but yeah, I never noticed Morgana had a belt. Or if I did notice, I quickly erased it from my brain. I'm looking at a picture of official art now, and yep, that's a belt. And I'm sure the in-game model had a belt the whole time, but the only thing I recognize of Morgana's outfit is the yellow bandana around his neck. I'm just making general shapes and then we'll tidy it up and blah blah blah. I don't know how to art still. But hey, you guessed the character before Griffey got here, although with a hint. It's a hint that it was a cat. Doesn't look great. Still kind of looks like Kermit right now, doesn't it? Hmm. Anything fun happening? I don't know. I'm still trying to debate what to do for our next stream. I do have like several games to go through. We also have the Stream Fest going on, so we can look at some demos. Sorry, Next Fest. But I always go through a bunch of those demos and I'm like, did we find anything good? And sometimes we do. Occasionally there's been like one or two games where I'm like, yep, we could probably play that. And then I'll add it to my wish list and we just never do. Like that one that was a cat guarding a graveyard or something. Something like that. How do I draw bandanas around a cat's neck? How, I ask you? What is that line from? Probably its body. Yeah, like what else could it be? Okay. It still feels surreal to be done with Lana Lana. I mean, not completely, I guess. We never beat Hell's Temple. I'm okay with. And then we still have to go through the Fishy Tower at some point. Oh my god. But at the same time, do I have to? I'm sure you get some amazing things, but when you're already done with the game, like, is there a point? Other than to just have them? Yeah, I don't know. Good enough for a draft, and then we probably have the little thing out here that goes into this. And it goes into that. Because it ties up around here. My lines are terrible. You know what a good part of having eyes is? Having eyeballs. Should probably have added those before just like leaving it there to stare at you. Instead of just having pure white eyes just stare into the abyss. But he also has... I guess we'd probably cover that with collar, though. So he has a thinner one. Like inside the eye. Getting rid of the head would also help, but... No. Still on shapes. So I don't have anything interesting to talk about, though. I have gone through some tiny things, but other than a game about being a little ship, just shooting stuff, I'm not really sure what else I'm interested in. I did do some more recording for my video thing, and it went... I got through part 2, and it's like 16 minutes long or something. It's like, is that okay? I don't know. But then I went and looked at some other random videos on YouTube, and it's like, this one's an hour, and it's mostly this person like repeating themselves over and over and over again about Rick and Morty stuff. It's like, so I guess me talking about different stuff is okay. Alright, so before I freshen up the arms and the overall look... Actually, we need to add one more thing. What do you think Morgana's greatest treasure is? Besides his friends or whatever. I don't want cheese. We could add cheese. Like, we could add a diamond, but I've already got that. You know, if I was gonna add, like, a gym, I would just be like, oh, I'd add a gym? I know what I could add. Ta-da! The Chaos Emerald clone I drew, like, a long time ago. But also, more importantly, can you tell me what this meme is? It is a meme. It's a pretty common meme. I saw it on our server and was like, I could probably make that into something. I could probably put a different character in front of that. A van vehicle keychain? That'd be cute. Correct! I didn't even have to add the... I didn't even have to add the fire. But yes, it is the Elmo and Fire one. Which is why I said it was funny that you said Muppets. I think he's Sesame Street, but they were based off Muppets, so it counts. Get rid of those two. Ta-da! Obviously, I made it bigger than the one I have a reference to, but... This is not the song I want to see playing while this is happening. But we could add a keychain. Or like a tiny key, and it has like his van form on it. That's like a whole nother thing, though. I don't even remember what his van form looks like. Let's see. Morgana van. You think I would know what it looks like, considering I put it on so many thumbnails? Yeah, we can always use that for its own idea, its own image. Turn Morgana into Truck-kun or whatever. I gotta run over all these teenagers so that I could turn them into Phantom Thieves. Let's see. What? Now it's the I have to draw this for reals kind of thing. Which also means I'm going to cry because it's gonna look awful, and no matter what I say or do. Maybe we should try going down. Drawing downward is usually a little easier, for some reason. Another thing we could do, since you are here, OP, we could do that silly thing you were asking about yesterday. With the food or whatever. I forget what it's called. At least a couple times. I can't guarantee that my thoughts on the food will be that great, though. I am apparently picky. Although, probably wait for Griffey to be here. She'd probably enjoy that. She said she'd come back in a minute. She's still working. And it sounds like you're still working too, so. What was I saying? I don't know. The thing where you see a picture and you vote on it based on how appetizing it was or something? Good Time Zone does it? I forget what it's called. Scrandle, that's what it was. I knew it started with an S, but my brain just kept saying schnitzel. And I was like, no, that's the other food thing OP was talking about. Does that look right? I want to give the wrist a little more oomph to it. That makes sense? Probably not. It's like it's too... Have it go straight for a second and then curve into the arm. Make it a little thicker to match the rest, and we're good. Yeah, another game series I've been thinking about, and I've been thinking about it a little bit since the direct stuff, but I keep forgetting to mention it, is Pikmin. When was the last Pikmin? It wasn't that long ago. Let's see... See, it looks like it was 2023. That feels like ugh. It didn't feel like it was that long. I was gonna say 24. But I thought about it since of the direct, not because it wasn't there, but because Toby Fox did the whole dog under the ground thing with a little plant on his head. I was like, what does that remind me of? A green little plant sticking up out of the ground. But then it popped up and it was dog and not Min. Ow. Although, ironically, the last Pikmin did have dog. You know, Uchi or whatever. That looks better. Which, hopefully they don't repeat. I mean, Ochi was great and all, but... as I recall, he just kind of did everything. Why have men when have dog? There we go. That's what I wanted. I was gonna have the finger look good. Alternatively, I could go start drawing a different meme with a different character, but I didn't really plan for that. So I've got none planned. I forgot about this song. All of these are Sonic songs, by the way. Real Sonic songs. I forget what this one's from. I want to say it's from Sonic R. The racing game. Yep, I was correct. The Sonic R had a lot of weird songs in it. But they were all upbeat and fun, so it worked out. That's what you want in a racing game. This is why I'm not good at regular drawing. I tried drawing stuff on a piece of paper with a pen, and I was like, I gotta redo that. Wait, I am using a pen. I can't. This pen is not digital. It lacks the capability of Control Z. Can't wait till we get AI pens. Even paper becomes digital. Ow. Do I want the hands like that? Like, I kind of like this hand, but this hand's kind of meh. Maybe I have to redo these fingers. Maybe more like... that, and then... nope, too sharp. That look good? I don't know. I guess it's a hand. And it is kind of supposed to look kind of scraggly because it's stinking Elmo. I still remember having one of those laughing Elmo dolls. I don't remember what happened to it. It's probably in the closet. And I remember being a little confused at why it was popular. Or not that it was popular, because I wouldn't know anything about that back then. It's like, is this fun? It's just kind of laughing, and like I shake it and it giggles, and it's like that's fun, but like there were times where nothing would happen and it would just start giggling and be like, what was that? What was that laughing in the darkness? Like, oh, it's just Elmo. Don't worry. Okay. And now through the best song. I'm sorry that I will not be I will not be singing this, but I know the words. Still one of my favorite Sonic games. I genuinely hope that they go back to that kind of game. Obviously everyone wants to like, no, we want the Chao World, we want the Chao World, but the Chao World sucked. I'll say it, the Chao World sucked. Now here comes Griffey to stab me in the back. It was fun, it was fine, but it was just a thing to do on the side. I like playing the levels. The levels were what made it fun. But, you know, maybe I'm mostly biased because I did not take care of my Chao. I just cheated. Makes it clear that I would be an awful parent. When we played that game, I think I showed off how I cheated, but it was basically just... You could put an animal down next to the Chao, they would grab it and absorb its power, and then you could do it again. I just went, caught my child a dragon, and then he cuddled the dragon for probably 20 minutes, and then he was the strongest child in the entire kindergarten. He could beat up everybody. You know what? I was proud of him. But then I got all the things, and I was like, alright, I don't really need you anymore. Just like parenting. You know, once the great hero defeats a dragon a couple dozen times, the parents get a little tired of it, right? Like, oh yeah, great hero, go save the princess or whatever, give us our 14th, daughter-in-law, or we'll just sit in here in our gold castle that you bought us. It's like, is that fun? No, it's not. I feel like I got a little off point. But, point is, the Chaos are... like... Sega did miss a money bag thing, though, because they could have easily made, like, a phone app or something for Chaos by this point. Maybe they did. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But they could have easily made their own Chao Garden game, and everyone would have screamed. I don't know what to talk about. I don't even know why I'm making this emote. Well, it's not even an emote, but it probably will be. But I don't know why we're making it. I guess I could probably replace the Sapphire one. No one uses it anyways, but if it were a Morgana Elmo clone, they'd probably use it. And I do mean no one uses it. I don't use it either. Like, occasionally I'll find something evil to look at, but otherwise, it's nothing. What else to talk about? I can only think of, like, we're done with Llama Llama. My brain's still processing that a little bit. It's like, I did have the thought before I started the shroom, like, maybe I should just play that again. Like, I mean, not over or anything, but we still have to go through the tower. But then it would just be, like, 20 to 30 minutes of me meandering around, running and dying constantly. Before being like, oh, I gotta do this! Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Which pretty much summarizes the entire game process, honestly. Oh, why didn't you do that one thing? If only you had gone to that one mural that was at the beginning of the game, and that obviously told you to do this one thing, this one time, 70 hours later into the stinking game. I guess gameplay-wise, that's why it's like a popular game and also an unpopular game, at least to me. Because it doesn't share the same kind of gameplay mechanics that we're used to nowadays. You know, it plays like... It's playing like a roguelike, sort of. Where, like, it's forcing you to go back to, like, starting areas, and these areas you've been to before, like, 100 times. To find progress, but you don't need to. Okay, I need to go back here, actually. You don't actually, like, physically need to, you just have to do it so you read all the information that you read, like, 30 hours ago and just don't remember. And maybe I'm biased because I have a bad memory and can't remember all these things that happen. But I also feel like I'm justified in saying that it's lame that I have to go and read this one specific mural to figure out the puzzle. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, though. I guess if I recorded every single one, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but then that's too much work for me. I took pretty good notes. I don't feel like I am in the wrong here for saying that it was lame that I had to take even more notes. If there are any other games like that out there, don't tell them. Don't tell me about them. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play more games where I have to just sit there and write notes. Does that look right? Doesn't look wrong, I guess. Guess this part could be a little rounder. Everyone's dead. Which one is this? This is Sonic Heroes? Yes, I was right. Grand Metropolis, Sonic Heroes, okay. Something about the way that guitar sounded. If it's even a guitar. That is another idea we could also do at some point. A Sonic retrospective. I played quite a few of them already, but... I never really played the originals, as far as I know. We played Sonic Mania a long time ago. Does that qualify as playing the originals? Probably not. Sonic Mania was pretty good. Not saying the originals were bad, but they were old. Or are old. So are we. But I played a lot of the 3D Sonics just on my own growing up. Weirdly enough, played Sonic Adventure 2 before Sonic Adventure 1. I might have even played it for the first time on stream. Who knows? I don't remember. How do I do this? Nope. I keep going down. Maybe it needs to go down? No, because then it goes too far up. Ow. Stop coming out. Stupid cord keeps coming out. I don't think you guys can hear the beeping, but my computer's like, hey, the thing came out. Hey, the cord's coming out. So yeah, I don't care. It's still working. That's all that matters. Ow. Oh yeah, there was a Persona question I was going to ask, which is just, does Persona 3 have a mascot? I'm aware Persona 4 does, though I don't know what it is. It's like a bear thing. Hello. Persona 3 has 2 mascots? Also, hello, Toronto. Hope you're having a good day. That's news to me. We'll see what they are eventually, I guess. There's a toaster and a good boy. Toaster? Hang on, I'm gonna rub my eyes. Am I reading that correctly? By toaster, I am going to assume you mean robot and not a literal toaster. And a good boy is probably a dog. Could just be a random boy. Well, I guess we'll see that eventually. I assumed that based on your comments that you were on the good boy side, though. It's a tough choice. I don't think you'd call something a toaster if you were a fan. Maybe that's just me, though. I'm not sure it's a tough choice, though. I mean, it's a dog. How's a toaster... The dog would just toast your bread for you. I'm sure it probably knows how to cook. And as we've established in the last game, you can just use a stove to toast. Or to toast bread. Whichever. Toaster's a term of endearment. Okay. Okay, I believe you. know, in my mind, toaster is like, ah, you stinking toaster, why don't you go take a bath then? You know, someone saying something like that. And then, you know, they go take a bath and they die. Because you don't put toasters in the bathtub. See how my brain works a little dumbly. Okay. Most misheard lyric from the game is "burn my bread." All right, well, you got me there, I guess. I can't comment on misheard lyrics because I thought the main song you hear in Persona 5 was. Can't remember what I used to say. I'm sure if I heard the song, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's what it was. It was like Chef something. Definitely wasn't Shapeshifter. To the end of the game, I could not hear Shapeshifter in those lyrics. And yeah, Jack Frost is in all of them, as far as I'm aware. The company mascot. I assumed the good boy is a dog, because who are the goodest boys if not dogs? Good boy is a dog. See? What's this one from? It's just a mascot for the game. You know, like how Morgana here is Persona 5's mascot. This Sonic... Oh, this is Sonic Lost World. I didn't play that one. Lost World and Colors I have not played. And those were around the time I kinda checked out of Sonic stuff. I hadn't gotten over my betrayal at Sonic and the Secret Rings. What's happening here? Pressure thing is not working correctly. There is 1 in 4. I've seen the pictures of that weird bear thing. Not as big of a fan as that one, for that one. Its design is a little... I don't know, he looks like a snow cone. Or like a... something like that. And I'm not a fan. But I don't have that one, and I won't be getting that one anytime soon, despite it having a remake thing coming out. A thought just occurred to me. They don't all have crosswords, do they? That's just a Persona 5 thing, right? Just 5. Ah, thank you. Good. I say, I don't remember one in the brief time I played 3, but I didn't get very far in that game, so... Phew. I will not suffer too much. I was on 7 the whole time, no wonder. So hard to just draw a straight line when it's diagonal and it's slightly... Something feels off, and I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not trying to follow the line, I'm just trying to go diagonal. Curving a little at the end there. Maybe that's the issue. That's what I'm trying to do, but not that thick. Also, the Persona 5 Gacha doesn't have crosswords, but it has fishing and a rhythm game. I was like, oh, fishing! And then, rhythm game. Fighting games? Those are just rhythm games with memorizing. I'm not super invested in the idea. We'll probably do Persona 3 like in a month or two, maybe. 'Cause those games you kind of have to commit to a little bit. This holiday season, get ready for Persona 3! Although, wait, when does Chapter 5 come out? Yeah, Chapter 5 releases on the 24th. For Deltarune, I mean. So, you know, that's fun. I should probably watch or just replay the game on my own to see, to remind myself what the heck is going on, because I don't remember. But all people really talk about is the weird stuff, and I don't really care. I mean, that's not right. I do care. It is interesting, but I'm not gonna do it. You know, I am going to be a pure player. I just play the game, try to unlock all the super cool secret stuff, but I'm not gonna do the weird route stuff. You know? Ow. So that's all everybody ever talks about, though. But we'll probably play that. So I should probably play like a short game. In the meantime, it's only a number of days away. At the same time, I don't wanna. Well, the other thing I know I've been talking about it off and on is going through StarCraft again. But I'd want to make it interesting. I'm not sure how to do that. I've seen people do challenge runs of like beat it without losing a guy, or beat it with only this one unit, and it's like, that's too difficult for me, I think. I'm not very good at RTS games. We'd probably be sitting there for hours doing nothing but exploding over and over again. And is that fun? I don't know. Should I fix this arm? I feel like I should fix this arm. Although giving it a little wiggle is... I don't know. Do the controversial thing of copy that, put its own thing, delete it, and then I'm gonna just copy this one. Flip it. So that's how it would look if I drew it straight, because I would have to move it a little bit. So that's probably fine. I do like this hand better. Can you guess this song? We've played it. I recognize this beat. Let's see. I named it the wrong thing. Whoops. And now it's gone. Everything's deleted. The world is torn asunder. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? What are good streams to do? I don't know anymore. But I say this every time, and then we do a thing for like a month, and then we go back to being, okay, I don't know what to do. I think I will make this one smaller, because it is supposed to be like a bandana, so it should be thinner than his arm, right? This one I can have a point to, because there is a point to a bandana. It can cover your face and block you from horrible poisons entering your body, known as oxygen. Because what brings those horrible poisons into your body? Oxygen, which means it is clearly a co-conspirator of all villainous poisons in the air. Yes, this makes sense. What say you, Catman? Should we arrest Oxygen? How many different Batmans are there? Catman. There's Owlman. I don't mean Batman. I mean like different... They're basically Batman, but they're not. Random thoughts. Never know the answer to. I'm sure someone has already thought of that, though. I'm doing this wrong. I don't know how I'm doing it wrong. Maybe that was right. Yeah, I've also thought of being also thought about playing Pikmin again, but other than speedrunning, I'm not really sure what replayability there is in Pikmin. You know? It's always really been about how fast you can do it. How fast you can get Olimar back home. And there's some crazy strategies to do it. I forget what the speedrun record is. But it is goofy. Is this right? Doesn't feel right. Fire Emblem them? Like, not get them killed? There was someone who did a run of one of the Pikmin. I forget which. It was like, how many Pikmin can you beat the game while losing the least amount of Pikmin? So someone is doing it, but there are some enemies that you can't beat them without losing a Pikmin. That sounds like a good trade. Although, when Olimar came out, you were probably like, oh, I know that guy. You're the guy who got me into this. A throw whistle? I mean, you can prevent death in some circumstances, but there are some enemies that just instantly kill them. Or you need the Pikmin to be in a very dangerous spot in order to actually kill the enemy, like the Daddy Longlegs guys. Well, if you whistle immediately after throwing, they come back to you, don't they? If they come back to you, then they don't do a job. But it also probably depends on the version. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'll look it up real quick. You prevent all Pikmin death in Pikmin 1. Yep. At least the first game you can handle a deathless run. Ow. But it's pretty difficult. Not something I would do because I am a death magnet. Death shows up at my doorstep every day offering me cookies. But of course they are death cookies, so I reject them. I know they're freshly baked and everything, but you know I'm allergic and you know it will kill me. I feel bad. Maybe I should have a death cookie. Which is why I constantly die, because then I feel bad about not dying. This part doesn't look right. Maybe that's why it doesn't look right. Because should be like a thing from here, and then I don't know. But yeah, it's been a while since I saw that video. I wish I could give a more accurate description of how they would do deathless runs. Either way, not something I would do. Which is also why I wouldn't play like StarCraft or anything deathless. Because there are points in that game where, like, you're given control of some new units and they just immediately blow up. It's like, what? What was I supposed to do? So you have to, like, basically save and load just to get that perfect control on them, and it is a pain. I've seen someone do it. That's why I know it's a pain. But as for Pikmin, I don't think there's ever a point where the Pikmin are, like, just tossed on you and then immediately killed. They're usually in the ground. Or they're actively fighting something that they can beat, but it's immortal until you walk over and say hi. Pretty sure that's how it was in Pikmin 1, or maybe 2. You find the blue Pikmin always in the water, just trying their best to kill a leaf or something. Which, hey, I guess I can relate to them now, huh? Okay, that took way too long for one stinking little bandana. They're like 3 songs. I mean, have you guys ever done anything like that? Any kind of silly challenge like that in a game? Hello, Griffey. We're drawing a cat. Do you recognize this cat? A silly challenge, like only use one thing, or don't let any of your units die. You know, Fire Emblemming it, as you put it. It is Morgana! Now, do you recognize the meme? The only... Not at all? Wow. Hang on, let me get rid of this. Well, maybe let's not get rid of that, I guess. What if I added... my flame texture? Now do you recognize it? Oh, did that actually help? It's Elmo! Correct. I plan on adding fire behind it too, but that's just gonna be its own thing. Do platinum trophies count? If they required you to do that, then yeah, I'd say so. And count your sheer refusal to use healing items in most Tales games to be like that? I think so, yeah. Well, it depends. Do you also avoid using any other items, or just healing items? But even then, I'd say don't use healing items. I think that counts. But hello, Griffey. Hope your work went well. Look at my crappy drawing. Where am I? Dodrio Game Boy to speed through... Dodrio Game Boy? What's that? The Power Ranger team of Mewtwo's. One with Flamethrower, one with Ice Beam, one with Thunderbolt. Wow, that really is a Power Ranger team. The full elemental group of Mewtwo's just tearing through things. Dodrio Tower in Pokemon Stadium. I didn't have Pokemon Stadium 2. I only had Pokemon Stadium 1, which had, like, the castle. But it wasn't really that difficult, from what I remember. It was on 1? Oh, it was just the capture part? Okay, then yeah, I did use that. I guess I was reading a different thing. Oh no, this thing is just saying how to unlock it, and just only says Pokemon Stadium 2 for some reason. Weird. Well, I also used that to play my Pokemon Yellow, I think. I don't recall it going fast, but... Let's see, let's put this up here, and then I'm just going to erase part of it. I'm lazy and good at cheating, so I'm just going to take the head. But yes, I'd say platinum trophies count if you really want them to. As you know, we did a couple of those. What the heck? Oh, darn it. What Sonic song is this? Sonic Rush, Jaja Rocket. What? Never heard of it. Alright, what should I do for these eyes? This one, I'm gonna get rid of this. You need the full one back. Like, do the eyes look good? Should I bring them back? Or should I make them narrower? 'Cause, you know... Whoop. Elmo's eyes are kind of like squished together. So I could probably make them like... Obviously, I'm not using this, just reference. I do not like this song. Not in the slightest. There we go. It's always hit or miss with Sonic. And these eggs... these eggs... I was gonna say, these eyes look like eggs. We could do something like that. But I don't think I've ever really bothered with challenge things that I'm aware of. We probably did something for a stream at some point, and I just don't remember. Outside of platinuming stuff, because we did do those a couple times. My trophy tortures came to an end, though, when we got to Mega Man. I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Mega Man killed my torture. Some would say that's a good thing, but it's honestly probably a bad thing. Randomizers do count a little bit, depending on how random it is. Which, I always want to do randomizers. I'd love to do another at some point, but they take a while, you know? Like, I'm really spat at them. Okay, let's do this, and then... I mean, at any level, really, yeah, the randomizer's still good. I didn't mean like that. Just, there are some randomizers where it's just like, it only randomizes the main items. It's like, that's okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what I mean. All randomizers count. They are just silly challenges. You don't have to go ZFG levels every time you want to play a Zelda randomizer. Because he's done all of it. He's done it with every single thing random. Which is both impressive and scary. I think he also did like the everything randomed, and also he's sharing items between Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. And for that one, you just go to the Happy Mask Salesman shop, and you can go to Majora's Mask, or go to the Clock Tower, and whoop, there you go, you're in Ocarina of Time. Like, I enjoy the concept of doing that kind of stuff, but they take forever. And I run out of things to talk about. Could just recite every line of code at Ocarina of Time? I honestly would not doubt it. Or at the very least, recite every single glitch in Ocarina of Time. There are plenty of times I've watched some of his stuff, and he's just... like, oh yeah, if you go through this part here, you can actually just walk through the door. Oh, and because of this silly code here, they had to change blah 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 blah. I don't remember. I wouldn't be able to do that. That's for sure. I was like, what? How do you know that? Why do you know that? Did you develop this game? If Nintendo wasn't Nintendo, they would have hired that guy already. Especially since they're remaking Ocarina of Time. I guarantee you, if they did, he could tell them exactly what they get wrong. Yeah, if ZFG was on the team, Link would have shoes. But either way, I would love to do a randomizer thing. An archipelago thing with someone would be pretty fun too. We did that a couple times with Dragon and Veilworth and Gob, but we never finished them. But now that Ocarina of Time has ships of archipelago, or not ships of ships of whatever. Well, they're called Harbor Masters now. They have archipelago support. I was like, oh, I can just play Zelda. I know Zelda. I don't have to think when I'm looking for items, I just go. There are still plenty of times I forget stuff, though. I'm not that good. But all the basic stuff, I know those. I'm not ZFG levels yet. Maybe if I played that game another 10,000 times, I'd get there, though. What do you think your most played game is? Ignoring the versus games, the PvP games are off the list because I would just be able to say Dota. That's definitely my most played game on Steam. Oh, they'll release a board game, that's cute. There's a game I got called Die in the Dungeon. It's just a little roguelike dice game where you have a board and you roll some dice and then you put them in the board and they affect other parts of the board. There's like slots for each die. It's a pretty fun game. They just released a board game. Oh, well, it's on Kickstarter. Which is pretty weird because that game just came out. The game or TV series gone from your head almost immediately afterwards. Griffey, what game did we play yesterday? A certain level of obsession needed. Yeah, true. Maybe that's why I'm not good. Maybe that's why I've failed all these years, is that I don't have an obsession. I just play games. Is that an obsession? I don't know. What could I be obsessed with? We did finish La Mulana 2 yesterday. You did it, you remembered. It was kind of the day before as well, because it was just the final boss I had to beat, but we got to the credits yesterday. And then we went to a fishy temple. But I went to like floor 3 of that, and I was like, it's been 4 hours, guys. I'm gonna take a break of La Mulana 2 for a while. But yeah, maybe I need to find my obsession. I don't know what that would be, though. I'm not really... I don't really think I have the mentality to be obsessed. Like, I like Sonic, but I'm not really obsessed with him. I like Mario. I like Mario. He's a pretty cool guy, but obsessed with him? Oh no, not me. Luigi's cool. I probably like him more than Mario. What the heck, man? Sonic right here. I don't know. For a while, I would have said Naruto, but that died when Naruto died. Yeah, that's also true, because when you do tie your name down to one thing, you have to do that or everyone gets mad. Especially on YouTube. There are plenty of YouTubers I've watched who are like, check out my side channel where I play games and stuff, because if I played it here, the YouTube would probably kill me. You're not really great music. I'm not gonna move a game or something. Even though he questioned correct, they use his tongue through though as a cover in Metal Gear Solid. That's pretty fun. I mean, I guess another small thing is I've been like, oh, what game is this song from? From a Sonic game. What was it? Oh yeah, Sonic here. It's like I know this one was a. Do I know the song? It definitely has the beat of one of their gambling places, one of their gambling songs. Let's see. 146. Quartz Quadrant, Good Future, Sonic CD, never played it. That'd be why I don't know it. I don't recognize this one either. Oh, I know this is Quartz Quadrant. What was the previous one? Oh, it was Double Down. Sonic Lost World. Didn't play that one either. I know this is Quartz Quadrant because it had a giant picture on the screen that said Quartz Quadrant. I didn't recognize it. It was just on the screen. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to focus on something for more than 2 seconds at a... What are we talking about? Ta-da! Cat ears. What do you think about the mouth? The mouth is pretty fun. It kind of looks like he's eating something. I was trying to make it kind of like Elmo's mouth, but it's kind of hard to copy that darkness. Let's get rid of drafting and ta-da! Ugh. You know, I was gonna leave the line for like the coloring part, but just seeing Morgana without the line across his face just doesn't look right. So, 1 second. Okay. Now the draft is gone. There we go. That looks a little better. Thoughts, critiques before I throw collar at it? I could probably move this right here. Or maybe just erase the arm. I mean, obviously it needs fire. Fire is required, but I can't color with fire if it's on fire. Also, maybe it's because of the situation, Griffey, but I thought you said a playlist full of all your Elmo garbage. Just imagining a bunch of very sad songs all sung by Elmo. I can't think of any, but don't even remember what Elmo sounds like, except a little baby. Elmo is just like a little kid, right? It's like, Elmo will save you from yourselves! And then he pulls out a knife. Oh yeah, he's just a little baby. It's more Mickey Mouse energy. Well, you're not wrong. I did this one wrong. Not sure Stitch needs to be brought in. What's wrong with Stitch? Yeah, we gotta remember. Now, the worst part about drawing Morgana is that he wears a black outfit. I'm not really sure how to deal with that. Huh. I used a little color thing, and that's what it gave me instead. I guess we could go dark blue. I've just realized something I completely forgot. He's got a tail. It's like now, time to color in the tail. Oh, wait. Wait, yeah, I think my screen's just messed up. You know where you stand. Yeah, you stand right in front of Stitch's claws. And you're gonna need Stitches when he's done with you. That looks awful. made lines so wiggly? Jeez. I don't think I'm shaking. There's nothing wrong with this. We're just talking about a little baby stabbing people. They do that all the time. You think? Nope. I can't do it. Wow, did they make a live action Lilo and Stitch? That sounds familiar. I haven't seen any live action anything in forever. I'm not a movie person. I watched a video of some people playing a movie game and they had to like list off a bunch of movie names. And I was like, well, I knew like 3 of those. I know Back to the Future, I knew Ghostbusters, I've seen the logo for robots. But everything else, blank. They did and changed the story. That's a sign of a really bad remake. I mean, it was one thing with Aladdin because, you know, you couldn't replace Genie. Like the original Genie, Robin Williams, like you couldn't replace him. But like, and like that was gonna change the story at least a little bit in terms of how the feeling behind it. But Lilo and Stitch, I think all the actors are okay. And even if they're not, like, the story didn't really rely on anything except Stitch and Lilo. Hence the name. Kinda hard to mess that up. But, you know, I'm not surprised to hear that they did. I don't understand why people feel the need to live action stuff that was originally animated. I hate to tell you, but we aren't able to replicate that stuff still. I wasn't talking about the direct-to-video or direct-to-VHS stuff. Like, those were just extra movies.
We, Akatsuki, will deliver.
Does it make money, though? And hello, Reborn. Hope you're having a good day. Whoops, I put it to 20. I was like, whoa, that's a really big tail. A lot, yes. Really? I guess a lot of people just go to see how bad it is. Or maybe they really believe in it, I don't know. I'm not a movie person, so I wouldn't be able to fairly judge it. Oh yeah, I know. Sorry, they changed it to Homer Simpson, and then Robin Williams came back briefly, but then it was just Homer Simpson for the entire TV show. But I meant more like the live-action thing couldn't really match the energy of the original. Like, just really just because the animations weren't there, as far as I'm aware. Come on. This looks dumb. Why am I either making a new movie idea to make another RoboCop or Total Recall? Because you could just make your own version of it. Okay, that looks terrible. Way too small. Way too wiggly. Like, why am I so wiggly? I guess people are uncreative, but then look at me. I'm recreating the Elmo meme with the cat instead of Elmo. But hey, I'm the copy guy. I copy things. That's my thing. Blue magic rules. But, you know, usually you put your own twist on it when you copy stuff with blue magic. Like, I'm not just using your fireball attack. I'm turning it into a giant frog and dropping it from the sky. Yeah, he had so many expressions. He was always so animated himself. He was a good guy. What game was this from? This feels like a Jet Set Radio game song. But it's not. Sonic. This is from Sonic Rush. Never played it. Had Blaze the Cat in it, though? It means it was a pretty later one. I think she was a Sonic 06 character, wasn't she? It's her in silver. Speaking of Aladdin, though, do you think he'll be back in Kingdom Hearts 4? There's still one movie they haven't covered. It would be pretty funny for him to end up fighting the King of Thieves. It would also kind of, I guess, lean into the whole crown thing. Blaze was in Rush first? But wasn't she from the future? How's that work? Oh, they just ripped her design? That makes sense. Yeah, that's Leon, please, OP. I don't think they will. I think that the Final Fantasy characters are here to stay. I mean, they added a whole DLC just to include them. I think Nomura is probably just tired of Final Fantasy characters since he's been working on 7 so much. And that's why they weren't in 3. But I think that they are here to stay. I think people, like, made enough of a fuss about them. I think it was after, because I feel like the fans were pretty aggressive about it, like, right away. Blaze was a princess from another dimension. We had our own 7 square gems. Definitely not Chaos Emeralds. Definitely not Chaos Cubes. But I think 3 to 2 to Disney? I don't think Disney cares, though. Would they? I feel like I've heard this one. They're the rights holders, but they... I don't... Why would they say, like, no Final Fantasy this time? Just Disney, and also your original characters, which are basically Final Fantasy anyway. Well, that's nice. I mean, it does sound like a kind of Disney thing to do, that they would be like, no, only promote our stuff. But... why? I have seen people still complaining about the art style of 4. And like, oh, I hope it doesn't stay like this realistic looking whatever. Like, I think it looks fine, but I'm sure that we will get different art styles in there, depending on what worlds we go to, if we go to any other worlds at all. Maybe we'll just be stuck in there. And yeah, that's the big thing, is I don't think they would allow the DLC, because I don't think Disney cares about our opinions. I see more of the we said it, now it's law kind of guys. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, and I don't think they care. I think it was an honest choice by Nomura. He just didn't want to include those guys for some reason. This is Tropical Resort, Sonic Colors. Never played it. Maybe it's just because he felt like they would get in the way of the final battle stuff. Because, I mean, Sora had to pull out all the stops in order to actually fix everything. Literally died for it. I feel like if the Kingdom Hearts character, not the Final Fantasy characters were there, they would have been able to do something. Or people would have complained, like, why didn't Squall, like, pull out his Ultima Summon and, like, blast him with his, sword gun, you know? Last Bastion of Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Saw that on the TV a bit ago. And yeah, that'll probably never happen again like it did. Yeah, that's also true. The only ones that really felt connected to light and darkness or whatever at that point would be Sephiroth and Cloud. And they disappeared in a blink of light. I don't know how to make this stupid tail. I want to say yeah. From what I can find, not really. Except Moogles. Do Moogles count at this point? Yeah, Organization 13 is not Final Fantasy related. They had World Ends With You characters, right? Does that count as Final Fantasy? Yeah, Moogles were also in 3. They're just kind of the shop guys now. Which, hey, I'm happy for them. Either way, I like the Final Fantasy characters just being around. They don't have to do anything. I just like seeing them. You know, it's like, they're also friends. I like being able to see my friends. The biggest thing that we'll probably get from them, though, is that Leon will probably show up again in the Colosseum. Assuming that's there. This looks bad. I can't get this tail to work right. No. Too thick or too thin? Yeah, like, they didn't really do anything in the previous games. Well, in the first game, Leon saves you. Sid gives you a ship. I think. No, Sid's just the shop guy. He sells you ship parts. Yuffie and Aerith are there. And Cloud briefly works for Hades. It's like, that's all that's fine. That's all they gotta do. And Tifa shows up and punches someone, and then says she'll go look for Cloud because he disappears in a blink of light and we never see him again. He disappeared and made his own game. And then the girls from 10 show up as little pixies for some reason and work for Maleficent. Still not really sure how that one plays out. Oh yeah, and the other guy showed up and worked for Hades again. Well, not again, but he showed up and had a cool line. But this was his story, and then we closed the book and never read his story again. Auron, yeah. Aaron? I don't know his name. I haven't played 10 in a long time. And those are just good characters with good moments, and they really, in the end, didn't matter at all. Like, it was okay that they were there. They didn't affect the plot, really. Except Auron was just a threat for a bit. And then he said, nah, you know what? These kids are alright. Alright, this tale will have to be good enough because I am tired of drawing noodles. Looks terrible. Absolutely garbage. In Street Fighter movie fact, Mulan is Chun-Li? What? How? Did she defeat the Huns? I'm not trying very hard on this one, I'm just using a bucket tool. Yesterday was Phoenix gets hit by a car day? Where's Phoenix? Oh no. He's not in the chat. Is Phoenix okay? Is he gonna be just right? Not that Phoenix, are you sure? The Phoenix is a Phoenix. The right kind of Phoenix. Well, I'm still worried. What happened to Phoenix? Why was he hit by a car? I am confused. I don't remember him getting hit by a car. Pretty sure this is Sonic R again. I guess I could have played Persona 3 or Persona 5 music, but I didn't think about it. Well, if I had known that he was gonna get hit by a car. Hollow Justice gets hit by a car June 14th, 2026. Well, yeah, that was yesterday. I figured that's what you meant. The noodle stand underwear. Oh, that does sound familiar. Is that the guy that had like the bowl on his head? Or like his hair looked like ramen noodles? Or is that a different guy? Darn it, I don't remember. Well, if we're in the Justice timeline... Yep, let me put someone on screen. Ta-da! There she is. You know what? I can use the other one. Why not? Is that distracting enough for you? There's a guy with the bowl on his head. I was right about that. Yeah, the kid that kept doing a pose. I remember him now. I remember. Yeah, his name is Waki Kitaki, apparently. I looked it up. I remember his appearance. But names and what happened? Blank. Granted, with the names, they're all a bunch of weird puns, and I just don't pay attention to them. Shame on me, I know. But in my defense, some of them are Japanese puns, and I know I'm not going to understand those. I forgot about the black part. That's fine. Nope. Wrong one. Just filling it in because why not? I don't know why I didn't just use the bucket tool. That is what it is for. Because I didn't want to. Sometimes you just want to throw paint at the wall and see if it sticks. Look at me! Look at me! The best character, obviously. Do I remember which one that is? No. No, I don't. Zivari? Oh wait, yeah, is it the guy with the stupid monocle? You could have a game to see which characters I actually remember. Looks kind of more alien now that his eyes are fully colored in. But, ta-da! There it is. Why did this turn more gray? They should be more white. There we go. I am the murderer. Well, are you? But what if they weren't the murderer? It would have been such a great twist. Yeah, like myself, they kind of started running out of ideas. But, I mean, there's only so many puns you can make. And if they go back to other puns, people are going to be like, oh, wait, he's got the same name as that other guy. He must be related. And then they have to write a whole thing about that. Yeah, Shelly the Killer. That was the butler. I think. Well, so real quick, any thoughts? Anything that looks bad, gross, terrible, makes you want to go, ugh? The eyes are kind of making me feel that way, just a little bit. Maybe if I add some things to it. No, I need thoughts. I need your thoughts. Oh. Knew it was gonna be Bruce Lee, of course. I guess I can make the eyes fill in the white area more. Maybe that would look better. Whoop! That's not right. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's too big. Now it looks like one of those, like, baby toys. This is a Jet Set Radio song. But I guess they reused it for... Sonic Rush. Sonic Rush didn't have anything original, did it? Or, I guess, lost everything original. They just kept stealing things from Sonic Rush. Well, silly meme drawing is like 75% done. I just have to shade it a little bit and add some fire to the background. Probably. Well, I did promise we'd play a thing, though. So, OP, here's your thing. 1 second. Let me put this away. Got that done fast? It was 2.5 hours. It's not even done. I still have to throw fire on it and shade it a little bit. Anyway, we're setting the cat ablaze. It is on fire. I said I'd play this. Yeah, praise the sun for treasure. Whoops. Trying to reshape it a little bit. Alright, so how do I do this and what am I doing? Well, I just googled it and Scrandle 2 came up. So the idea, as far as I know, is you pick which one looks the most appetizing to you. That's what I was afraid of, though, is it's not gonna... There we go. And... there. I had to resize for something else. Stats of how often is picked, mostly stadium food. We got one from... Anyway, we have grilled honey chicken chili thigh. Okay. Or pulled pork nachos. Yeah, and they also have the price here. This is only $5. This is $13. For pulled pork nachos. Yeah, it's not like the company took the picture and made sure everything was perfect. Like, no, we just took random pictures from random people eating these things. Yeah, I was thinking that too. $5 for just all this? And also, it's chicken. Chicken being me favorite food. Keep me away from a farm, I'll eat all the chickens, just like my dog murdered those chickens. So I'd probably go this. So would 70% of people, I guess. And those are in pounds, so they are a little higher than I think they are, or lower than they are? I don't know. We have vegan range? I don't know what that means. And yeah, I was gonna say, that bun looks dusty and or made of clay. I made that out of Play-Doh. Would you eat a Play-Doh burger? I have. How often that one won. Fair. It is cheeseburger and chips, and they have something on them. The fries look good on both. Don't eat the burger for the bun, do you? No, but it's part of it. It's like when you put ketchup on a burger, you don't just... You have to enjoy the ketchup along with it. If I bit into a burger and the bun was like made of clay, I probably wouldn't enjoy the rest of it. I don't know what vegan range means. They might be just vegan chicken nuggets, yeah. Like, from that alone, most people would probably pick this. Oh wait, you can't see my mouse, 1 second. There we go. So most people would probably pick the burger. But if I had to pick one, probably still the burger. I don't know. I don't know, these look good, but there's not enough. Like, if I'm sitting there for a meal, I need more than 4 nuggets. I don't care about the vegan part. Yeah, we have no idea what's in there. It could be lettuce, in which case I would throw up. Well, there you go. Okay, beef hot dog and jalapeno bread. That looks great. Like, visibly, that is a very well done picture. Biscoff and Kinder and Buno donuts. But this isn't hard for me. Oh, it's also with all the toppings. All of them. This isn't hard for me because I don't like hot dogs. Oh. Like, that is a visibly well done picture. Looks great. I don't like hot dogs, though. So, yeah, I would go donuts. Yeah, of course, the hot dog. Hot dog wins. Jerk chicken. A lot of green. Looks like it's a little barbecue thing. Or just a pepperoni pizza. Just a pepperoni pizza. Looks nice. A little burnt on the sides, but it adds a little flavor. And then it's got rice. There's collard greens and rice, yeah. Oh, that's $22 for that tiny thing. With a Michelob Ultra? I don't know what that means. I guess it's the shrink. Oh, and okay, so it's a beer. Got it. I would probably say no on the greens. Finally, something green. I would say it would depend on what these greens are. Like, what is colored greens? If it's lettuce, I would probably say no lettuce. But otherwise, everything looks fine. I like rice. If it's spinach, I'd eat that. Are literally colored greens, okay? They're like their own thing. What does that mean? Uh-oh. I think most people would pick the pizza, though, because it is pizza. It's not lettuce or spinach. I would try it, though. But it looks like lettuce. Yeah. People would pick the pizza. I picked what I wanted since we're practicing. Samosas or local farm ice cream. That's well done, but if I moved 1 inch, it would fall. 38 cents or $2. I don't know what a samosas is. Is it like... Is it sweet? It's fried dough, okay. Because it kind of reminds me of crab rangoon that I've eaten. Which is basically just a bunch of stuff in fried dough. Oh, this is in Japan, so you know this ice cream is probably good. I think most people would go with the ice cream, even if it is $2. Huxon has in beers or chicken burger. It's like... I don't really know what that is. It looks like a little dough bowl. Shredded chicken in fried batter. Okay. And that looks good. But people would go with the chicken burger. Yeah. So that looks good. It looks like a good snack, but no one would go with that. Double bacon cheeseburger or popcorn. Half eaten from the ground. That's an important little bit there. I don't want to eat that. It is free until you look at your medical bill. Although at the same time, the same thing could be said for this. I would still probably say most people would say this one. Like, it looks greasy, it looks gross, you don't really want it. But this isn't about you. This is about the people. What the heck? There we go. Roast potatoes in gravy or chicken and rice tray. So we don't really understand what's in this. It's just a chicken and rice tray. We know it's chicken and rice. And this is just roast potatoes and gravy. Which doesn't sound bad, but it's also... I think most people would probably go for this one. But I don't know. Escargots and beans of a kind. Yeah, some kind of bean. And then some kind of cheese. No, that was wrong. This is roast potatoes and gravy. Meat pie or the German trio? With a can of harp or currywurst, bratwurst, and pretzel? Neither of these are appetizing to me. Don't kill someone in chat for a pretzel, please. Yeah, it looks like it. Hot dog, just basic hot dog, just nothing to it. Chicken teriyaki skewer. Looks pretty good. That's in Korea? Yep, it's the skewer. That's more than the hot dog for sure. Answer me, blue revolver. Okay. Well, let's do the daily one, I guess. We're doing this for all the beans. Carne asada and al pastor tacos, or boneless jerk chicken. That's a tough one. Now, two of those I got wrong because I picked the one I wanted rather than the one I thought was right. I knew people were going to go for that hot dog. I would go with the chicken, but I don't know what this one is exactly. Now then, I'd go with the chicken, if I'm gonna be honest. The one on the left, I don't know what this is. I can't read other languages. Looks like onion... Onion, that looks like a big pepper. On a big shell. Beef tacos, okay. I still go with the chicken. Oh, it just says thanks for voting, didn't give us a thing? A burnt cheeseburger or loaded fries with bread on it. Sorry, Griffey. Would you like this burnt burger? With this slice of watery cheese? I'm going with that one. Yep, loaded fries. Oh, the first one was just us voting. Okay, hot dog with relish and mustard, or hot dog with more beer. I don't like either of these. But what do you think people would go for? Probably this one. Even though it's got double the costs, it's like a lot more satisfying looking than this one, which is just hot dog. Just a naked hot dog. Yeah, it's just empty. It's like, do you even need the bread? Yep. Spaghetti and meatballs inside a bun, it looks like. Or loaded waffle fries. I do like spaghetti and meatballs. Neither of these look bad to me. I mean, this one looks too messy, but... It's like I'd probably just eat the pickles by themselves. Come to the piece of bread. What's wrong with it? A thing I used to do all the time as a kid is anytime they'd have spaghetti, I would get a hot dog bun and just eat it in the hot dog bun. So, like, personally, I'd probably go with spaghetti and meatballs in bread. But, I don't know. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it'd be the waffle fries. Hot dog, free with admission, so... were both of them free? That's two things there. Lankan chicken curry with chickpeas and naan. It looks like slop. But it does look like food, too. Yeah, this one's just a hot dog. I mean, a free with admission hot dog. So, probably the chicken curry? I don't know what it tastes like, but chicken is good. One by a little bit. A tiny bit. Pizza! $2.80, or pulled beef, gravy, and chips. That looks like a mess. This is in Mexico. This is in Hartlepool United FC, whatever that means. I don't think that pizza is cut. No, there are 3 pepperonis. There's one here, and one here. There are 3 pepperonis. And I don't think it's cut. I think that is just a disc. It doesn't look bad. It's like pulled beef and gravy and chip. Oh, it's got the... I mean, cutting it costs an extra $8. You think we're made of time? Yep. The fries sold me on it. And I realized that it was also sitting on fries. Cheeseburger and fries, $10.30, or butter chicken with rice. I always lean towards chicken. I could eat a whole chicken. If you took out the bones. If you take out the bones first. Because if it has bones, I probably won't eat the whole chicken. I would probably stab myself. And this looks okay, but I think this looks more appetizing. Yep. Dirty Spuds. Well, if they're dirty. Roast potatoes topped with meatballs and sauce and cheese. Or macaroni pie. That's a lot for just $4.50. Macaroni pie is $3, and you get this sad little cup with a little bit of ketchup. Right? I'm glad we both agree it's sad. This is like... I looked in the fridge, this is all I had, and all the plates are dirty, so I have to use this little cup. Don't yell at me, but I don't like mac and cheese. Maybe it's just because I've always been given rubbery noodles with the mac and cheese, but I don't like the macaroni noodles. Buffalo fried chicken burger with Korean wings or a pot of chili. It's the burger. Like, look at these. What about eggs, Griffey? Would you have an omelette du fromage with ketchup? Or however he says it. I made omelets with ketchup, like the Japanese style one, and everyone gave me weird looks like I was stupid. But it was great. Not a lot, obviously, just a little bit. Yeah, like, this doesn't look terrible for what it is. But, like, the burger and the wings just look great. Especially the wings, like, all the spices on them. Masala dosa, crepe filled with potatoes, onions, and spices. Or pie, mash, and liquor. I don't know what that means. This looks okay. I don't really know what this is. Either ketchup and salsa to be in the same category? Yeah, I don't know. I read what she said, but I didn't question it. But I think she was just saying she puts a weird, well, not a weird, just a different kind of condiment. Wait, it's also a condiment? I guess you put it on chips. That makes it a condiment, right? An unusual condiment on eggs. On a small note, someone that lives here was getting out their leftovers, and they had salsa and chips yesterday, or the day before, and they're like, I'm gonna eat my leftovers, and they had like a whole bag of chips, and they pulled out 2 little things we had from a different meal, which was just these past containers containing a red sauce, and I looked at them and said, "You're gonna dip your chips in pizza sauce?" What? No, that's salsa. No, that's pizza sauce from the other day. And then they looked at it and said, "Yeah, you're right, that's pizza sauce." That's my story of the day. So, is pizza sauce and salsa interchangeable? We may never know. They did need it. Anyways, it's this thing. Black pudding sausage roll with the black pudding sticker, I guess, burnt into its skin. Or hot dog. What is this song? Huh. Like, normally I wouldn't go for the sausage roll because it looks burnt. Just with this thing right here, really. But this hot dog is another very sad looking hot dog. Oh, you were wrong. I guess it was the burnt thing that really faded over. So we got it. We got the average, I guess. Well, that was Scrandal. So, should we do it again, or is that it for today? It was fun. It was nice looking at all that food and being like, wow, that's all stuff I'm never gonna eat. There were so many hot dogs, though. And some of them were so sad. And I don't even like hot dogs, but I hate seeing them sad. Whoops. My blob hotkey and my shrink the screen hotkey are the same thing. Did cheer you up? Well, that's good. Or should I say, yay! We did it! Praise the sun! I say we do one more random practice. But then we're probably done. Because it's making me hungry, despite not liking most of this food. The hot dog topped with cheese. What's it? What kind of cheese, though? And it's not topped with cheese. It's stinking buried in cheese. You call that topped? Korean chicken loaded fries with garlic malo, no price data. It's this one. It's this one. Next time we should get voice chat for this, sure. The top layer is cheese. With that kind of cheese, I would not doubt that it also is below it. It is buried. It's this one. Hey, look, spaghetti meatballs is back. Or bacon on a stick. What? You don't need to put bacon on a stick. It's already flat. It's already flat, and you can just pick it up. Is it like wrapped around? And yeah, $5.30 for bacon on a stick. Maybe if it's pork belly or like it has to be more than just a piece of bacon. Either way, it's spaghetti and bread. Dang it! A very small amount. One day spaghetti and bread will work. Steak pie, mashed peas and gravy, gross. Loaded fries, looks okay. Yeah, both under 50%. I'd go with the loaded fries. Like, this doesn't look appetizing to me at all. And maybe it's just the floppy peas, and I don't like peas. Or maybe it's the pie, and I don't really like that kind of pie. It's just, you know. 27%. Pork sandwich. Looks okay. Meatball, chips, peas, and gravy. I'd probably go with the sandwich. Cheaper, doesn't have peas, but doesn't have any chips. Even though those are fries. Peas are good for you, maybe. They're green. They're good sometimes. Yeah, sure. They also feel like an eyeball popping in your mouth. Not that I know what that feels like or anything. Most of these are stadium food, is what OP said. So it makes sense that they're all greasy. This one does have too many onions. It's like a half an onion just thrown on it. I'd probably go with this still. Because the main focus is the meatball. And the meatball doesn't look great. It is just a layer of grease. It's touching the peas. So it's gonna come with some of their slime on it. Yeah. I was wrong. It's the fries. The fries tilt the that is burnt. A $20 burnt pizza. 4 giant slices. And you can see their hand. That is a hand. You can hold that entire pizza in your hand. $20. I'll be honest, I was so focused on the burnt pizza, I didn't look over here. I can definitely see a face. It was like, this is the eyes, it's got a cheese mustache, there's the mouth, there's the chin, there's the head. Yep, that is the burger face. And yeah, it's got all of that for $5. It's that one. How did that one get 31%? Chicken curry and chips or chicken fried tacos? I'd probably go with this one. It's a little messier, but it's like in a nice box. It doesn't have slime on it. But it's not really a taco. I mean, I guess this is the part of the that's a taco. I'm sorry, no pyramids today. That would cost too much money. Get up out the rain. One of my favorite Sonic songs. From a game I've never played. I'd go with the tacos. Hockey Porky or pizza? And the pizza looks okay. The decent size. Got a lot of greens on it. So is that a positive? Hockey Porky is definitely a name. I think it's in the shade, but yeah, it looks like the cheese is melted. It's got greens on it. Yeah, it looks sick. Exactly. You understand that things look sick. Whoop. Keep changing the blob. Things keep happening. I don't really know what people would pick. This is pizza, but this is a Hockey Porky. Well, can't tell the size of the pizza based on the table it's on or something it's on. I'd say it's a 12 or 15 inch. I don't know. I can't either. I'm just guesstimating by... Yeah, that's probably 12. It does not. This one does. Eh. Hockey Porky wins. Shoyu chicken with Kahlua pork platter. And Kahlua pork platter. Pie, mash, and gravy. No price data. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the one that doesn't look like it was thrown up. Uh-huh. Now the other one had a nice plate. It wasn't thrown up in a box. Cheeseburger with pickle. Only one. Only one pickle. You want 2 pickle? You come back and buy another burger. With wavy fries, Coke Zero, and Smart Water. If you're smart, you wouldn't be buying that water. Steak sandwich. $3. I agree, the Smart Water was probably a lot of that. There's no such thing as Smart Water. Water's just water. Unless it's salty. Because of the price, I would probably go with this. I don't want to buy Smart Water. Yeah. Yep. Grilled cheese? Did it grill a spider? I assure you, we are not Smart Water. We are very dumb monkey water. That's why we have to keep drinking other water to get smarter. This looks like a spider to me. It looks like a big smooshed up spider. And yeah, there's no cheese. There's like a little cheese right here. I'm gonna go with the pretzel. 7%. Okay. I know people eat insects. There are people who would probably love to eat spiders. Teach them a lesson. Well, that was Grandel. Better or worse than floor popcorn? Probably better, honestly, because it was grilled. Bucket of insects is the thing, literally in Scrandle. Do I need to go to normal Scrandle? This is Scrandle 2. I don't know if it matters. Scrandle 2 is just more updated, okay. Now I'm like, what? Is it there? I know there are like mealworms, some people eat crickets. It's gross, but... No problem, OP. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to indulge you. I'm always happy to play a thing you enjoy watching, and you can hear my ramblings of hot dog gross, peas gross, chicken, chicken, oh, that has chicken in it. I'm gonna pick the chicken one. I can try Gamedol? Whoops. Guess the video game. You could. Cover art, artwork, characters. Guess by keywords, guess by its specifications. Well, forgot to get rid of that. Yeah, it looks like it's more of a trivial one. Try cover art. Try to guess the video game in less than 6 attempts. Every day, more video game covers presented to guess the fewer attempts you can. Red, the game is incorrect. Yellow, the game shares the same franchise, but not the same saga. Green, the game shares the same franchise and saga. Genres, if the game you try to guess matches any of the genres of the game of the day, they are displayed next to the name. The game you try to guess matches only its platform the game of the day, then they're displayed next to the name. Okay. That is... It's not Red Dead Redemption, but I've seen that before. It's one of the early games, like maybe N64? I don't know. What should I guess? Nice. Games are hard. There's a lot of games. But it's definitely a cowboy game. I don't know if I played it, so I wouldn't know it. Yeah, it gives me like that era too. PlayStation... N64... Cowboy. No. It's not gonna show me more, so... Eat. Yeah, it's definitely something cowboy related. Was Dirt Showdown? Shogun Showdown? I don't think it's that one. Dawn Vengeance, is that a game? Nope, no matches. I know. But I was wondering if anything came up for them. I mean, Dawn came up with 20 Minutes of Dawn, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Let me think. It's a cowboy game, I don't know, cowboy. Quadrilateral Cowboy? What? Red Dead Revolver? Wrong franchise and some, but it is PlayStation 2. It is a shooter. It has a girl on the front thing. I think. Oh, it's not a shooter. I guess? It's crossed out. Or no, it is a shooter. My brain saw those as a cross, but those are bullets. I don't know any shooters. I didn't really play any. PlayStation 2 game that is a shooter. Revol. Red Faction. Red Faction. Gorilla was the breakup game. It could be Red Faction normal though. Yeah, same. It was on PC and PlayStation 2 and Mac. And as I suspected, it was a girl. I could tell from the shoulder. Don't read into that. Nope, I got nothing. Never played this game. Don't read into that. Look, on cover art, they usually draw girls with slender shoulders, and guys have giant, massive tree trunks for shoulders. Okay? Let's see. Okay, just writing girl didn't work. Especially back then, when they didn't have much room on the cover art. Man, we tried gunfight, squirrel with a gun? Oh yeah, that is a game, isn't it? Gunbarella, Gunfire Reborn... I shouldn't have given you power. It could be Gunpoint. I don't remember... I wish it told me how old some of these games were, because I don't remember. You've gone mad with power. I don't know, Gunpoint. It's a girl with the 90s mom hair? Meow, meow, meow. I don't know. I don't know this game. Where's this 80s mom hair? Is this Sega? We could... Wouldn't Charlie's Angels have, like, all the girls on it? No. It ends with ER. Get in the game. So with every game that ends with Not Duke Nukem Forever. Wow, they have a lot of games on here. Slime Rancher, nope. Nope. All of Jawar's Gunslinger? No. I've got no idea. I don't know if we can reveal more of that, but I guess that would give it away. I guess we skip. It was No One Lives Forever. The operative. No One Lives Forever. Never heard of it. Artwork. Okay, it's definitely a Japanese game. Definitely heard of No One Lives Forever? Really? I had never heard of it. It's okay, Griffey. We're probably just gonna mess with this, and then I'll probably go. But thanks for watching and hanging out. You can see all of the blobs I'm putting on screen right now because I'm typing. Check out yesterday's cover art one. How would I do that? Nope, that's this one's. That's Warcraft 3. I think. No, you're right. This isn't cover art. This is just artwork. Cover art. Huh? Should I know this one? I don't recognize these pixels, I'm sorry. What in the world? Why did it go from Sonic songs to Smooth Criminal, but it's Sonic sound font? Yeah, whatever. Keep going. Can I have a hint? Have I played this recently? Did I play this yesterday and I didn't know it had cover art? No, its cover art is like... I know what La Milana's 2 cover art looks like. Is it Pikmin? I mean, I think about a lot of things, guys. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Distorted pink Kirby? No, I don't think so. Maybe I need something else. What? That's a harp. Oh, yeah, it is a harp. Oh, okay. Is this Oracle of... I was so focused on the gold and the giant thing here. Is this Link's Adventure? Or... yeah. I don't know which one it is. Awakening, yeah. No, that one was like... it's definitely a Zelda game. I don't know which one. I'm sorry. Which one had a giant red thing on it? It's Link's crossbow training, of course. Wait, is this Ocarina of... no, it can't be Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time didn't have a harp. And Reborn just sitting there giggling to himself. It could be Ocarina of Time 3DS. I don't know what that cover art was. Alright, it is Ocarina of Time. I think. What disappeared? It was Ocarina of Time 3DS. There you go. Never seen it before in my life. Do I have that? Hey, Bomberman, what's up? Yes, I'm pulling out my 3DS game. What about it? You want to fight? Either way, that was dumb. Yeah, it was... it looked like a big fish when it was pixelated, so I just was completely confused. Anyway, artwork for this one, I don't know. I'm just gonna say Persona 4. Nope. Wrong franchise and Saga. It's also not on PC or PlayStation. It was, this. It was the remake of... Ocarina of Time. The box art cover for it was completely gold, and I don't remember that. Pretty funny of them to use it. Yeah, just the old remake, the 3DS remake. You know this just from this hair? This hair does look like the shade looks familiar. Oh, you want to give it a guess? Because I got nothing. Yeah, the one that didn't ruin the gameplay at all. And wasn't like Majora's Mask in any way, because that one did. That one did ruin a little bit of gameplay. Did they mirror the No, that was the GameCube one. Right? The GameCube one mirrored the map for one of the Zelda games. It's a rhythm game, okay. Then I definitely wouldn't know it. Let's go with... Master Quest was mirrored in 3DS? That makes sense. Can I have a list of rhythm games? Is that cheating? That's what it was. Twilight Princess got mirrored for the Wii because... something. Yeah, because most people were right-handed. Such a dumb reason. It's probably not Rhythm Heaven, but it might be Rhythm... Doctor? It is music, it is indie, it is on Android, Windows, iOS, Mac, and Nintendo Switch. It is a phone. Yeah, I think so, yeah. I don't recall if he was left-handed in Tears of the Kingdom or not. Because after Skyward Sword, where everyone was kind of just swinging their arms around like crazy, they kind of like, alright, we get it. There's a cat, there's a bomb, and there is... Mustache Man. I don't know this one. So if you can't recall the name, I'm just gonna skip. I don't play rhythm games. Muse Dash? Okay. You got it! Congratulations! See, I would not have guessed that this person had cat ears. Character! Try to guess the video game character in less than 4 attempts. Every day new character is shown. Is it? Hang on, I have a thing that might be messing with this here. There we go. Didn't help though. Alright, gaming ones might be too difficult. Where it's just guess the character and stuff. It is the guy with the poof. Poof Bon McGowerdower, I don't know. No, not any of those. Greg? There are no Gregs in video games? Wow. Justice for Greg. That's what it looks like to me, yeah, but I don't know the name of that character. Maybe from... I'm blanking on the name of that other game. Darksiders. Nope, they aren't even in here. Huh. I don't know. Go with Shadow. Oh, Fantasy! No! The Hedgehog. Okay, this is the other side. Chocobo? I don't know. It is an animal. Yes, thank you. It's a goat. Okay. Guess the game based on clues presented in the form of phrases or words, emojis, or even... Yeah, the goat from Goat. Classic character. Try to combine them all to... Information is over the hidden the clues. Relics Deck Builder Route Map. Time Loop Boss Fight Animal Crew. They play this fire too. Animal Crew. So the main characters are animals? Yeah, Slay the Spire 3! Wait, no, that one's not out yet. Let's see if I have any in my library. Nope. They don't know that one. Welcome back. We're doing Gamedle just for a little bit. Right now we're at the keywords, where we get keywords related to a game and we have to think of what the game is. No, most of the ones I have involve... Monster Train? Nope. Oh, Dodge Missiles? It is a role-playing RPG, it is strategy, it's indie, roguelike, PC, Nintendo Switch. It's on the Switch. Dodge Missiles, Weapon Officer, Space Roguelike. Oh, that's, Cobalt Core? It was! I got it right! I have that one too! I played that one. I forgot it existed for a second. I got one on my own. Kind of. Yes. Yes, we got the goat. Because it was a goat. It looks like this one is just guess. I don't... Okay, let's go for something that it released. Okay. It was on all of these platforms. It is a platform adventure game. There's action, space, fiction, and it's an open world. It was made above 2022. It's single player. No hedgehog. Third person. No, it's first person, probably. Okay. The only thing we really got right is that it is a single-player game. What is this? What games released after 2022? Pikmin? Pikmin 4? Oh yeah, that's only on Switch. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, that does have co-op. I forgot about that too. Ah, but we got a new thing. It's a real-time strategy. Wait, what? It's a real-time strategy? It's only single play. They're released on everything. Not Unreal Engine, too. But I don't really pay attention to that stuff. The answer is the game I've played. But I played so many games! But it was a game that I played, that I personally looked at, and like, something I looked at and wanted to play. Open world, not a top-down view. On everything, so it's probably on Steam. That was 2019? Wow. Even then, that would be a top-down, third-person view. Is a single-player, probably first-person view. Whoops. Trying to think of the first-person games we played. Well, I could be wrong on that one though. It's really just the camera things that are. It's not Expedition 30. No, that's third person, isn't it? Yeah. Right? Yeah, you're right. Yellow is sort of right. But we don't have the full thing. So, it's got a bird view, but it's not third person? Because this wasn't yellow. It also be isometric is the right one. Oh wait, no, that's still bird view. Well, then why would it be yellow if it was right about being third-person bird view? Because this was wrong. Third-person isometric. Oh. Oh, you're right. What does that mean? I'm dumb. Person isometric view. Oh, kind of like Disco Elysium was, I guess. Isometric bird is the single thing? It doesn't have a comma. And like, yeah, I think you're right. Because the comma is also on the side view thing. What have I played that had that kind of view to it? Single player on everything. Dredge? When did Dredge release? It was 2023. So, no, not 2023. I'm trying to think of games I've played. Yeah, you're right. I should just make guesses. We have like 8 lives. Hades 2. It's isometric bird view, so that's correct. Single player. Still, it's more recent than that? Okay. So it was made this year? What did we play this year? I don't remember. Or later during 2025. Yeah, true. And it's not on C++ engine. (2026) isometric bird view. I'm not paying attention to any of these. Wait, that's only on PC? Oh, I thought it was on... It's It's a game I've played, released in 2026. Better not be something stupid like, oh, it's Deltarune Chapter 3. Or 4. I guess they came out at the same time. Why the O? What's the O? How did I feel about the game? Did I stream this game? Well, that's good. I'm glad I liked it. Don't remember it, though. I can't sort my library by 2026. I don't remember. Is it Frog Detect? No, that was way later than... I mean, it wasn't Pokemon, right? No, because this would be green, so it can't be a Switch exclusive. Not Silk Song, because that's not a bird view, or isometric bird view. What else did I play? I don't know. I don't actually remember when Pokemon The was released. Legends, only Pokopia? Okay. If you told me Pokemon Z was released January, I would have believed you. I don't know, I'll make a guess, I'll get a clue. I'm sure the clue will help. I'm just gonna put... I don't know what I should put. Something that gives me a lot of hints. I don't know, Skyrim. Give me a clue. One-time use for the Zoom. Activate a clue you don't have already. Keep in mind, you can only use it once per game. And you will lose a one life. Yeah, it's fine. The platformer role-playing RPG indie adventure game. I mean... I'm always silly. I didn't really need any of those. I got nothing. Was it Shadow? What system did I play it on? Well, actually, that probably doesn't help. I know it didn't, but I was figuring it could give me something. It didn't. Because Skyrim's on everything. I don't know what games came out this year. It's not Mina the Hollower, is it? I don't think so. That's not isometric. Unless I'm misunderstanding what that is. I don't know. I've got no idea. Yeah, it was. That doesn't make any sense. I was thinking isometric was like you're looking at them from the corner. I don't know. I am pretty silly. Well, that was our little adventure to Gaindel and also Scrandle or whatever it was called. Scrandle? I don't remember. And that'll be our relaxation day for today. So, yeah, the food one. Thanks a lot for watching and hanging out. I'm gonna go find food and then judge it appropriately. And I will see you tomorrow for something else. No fish today. Will we fish tomorrow? I don't know. Will we fish the next day? I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. But I hope to see you there for it. Bye for now.